All right. Good morning, good day, good afternoon, wherever you might find yourself on this planet, as I always say. We're looking at about 12:05, so a little bit past noon. I got a pretty nice, nap in last night. It felt pretty good. Here at 1500, well, you always have to be 15 minutes early, right? So at 14:45, I have my future soldier orientation at the recruiting office in Everett. So I'm looking forward to that. I don't have the creed down yet. I definitely have the values down. So, I think the recruiting staff will be impressed with my, let's go for it. So, loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, personal courage, right? So, it's in my brain already, right? So, anyways, this is not about that. This is about doing a reading from Our Daily Bread. All right, stand strong. 365 devotions for men by men. Again, as I always say, what I'm about to read is applicable to anyone, and you are up. It's more or less it's up to you to interpret it how you see fit. All right. All right. So April 13th. Go close up on that if I can. It's the real deal. 1 Peter 1 3 through 12. With the help of Silas, whom I regard as a faithful brother, I have written to you briefly, encouraging you and testifying that this is the true grace of God. Stand fast in it. Peter 5:12. One of the coolest things hanging on the wall in my office is a certificate of authenticity. It has the logo of U.S. Space Shuttle Flight 110, which was launched in April of 2002. Aboard the Atlantis, aboard. Forgive me, I have little tics here and there, and I always mispronounce words and shit like that. Excuse me. So, it's just who I am, Either deal with it or just move on. So, anyways, aboard the Atlantis on that flight was mission specialist Rex Whalheim, who took an article from Our Daily Bread titled Seeing God's Glory. Lieutenant Colonel Whalheim sent me the certificate to prove that his devotional page actually visited outer space. If I were to show that article to someone and say, this flew on the space shuttle, I could be doubted. It's okay, I've been there before. But when Wilhelm sent me the certificate of authenticity, he provided verification. Simon created a certificate of authenticity for his message about the grace of God in in 1 Peter 5, he wrote, I have written to you briefly, encouraging you and testifying that this letter is the true grace of God. Peter was assuring his leaders that his messages, themes of hope and courage and even suffering, were the real deal. Looking for evidence of God's grace, listener, that is. Read 1 Peter. Be confident. I can't express this enough. Be confident, all right? You can trust his teaching. So, afterthoughts, if you will. I guess you're always going to have doubters and haters and what have you, and that's okay, but just always be the real deal, always be the real deal. You know what I mean? Stand by what you believe in and push forward at all times, regardless if you have. You don't need a certificate of authenticity, to believe, to keep pushing forward, right? In a sense, it does help. It does help to have certificates and what have you, um, to prove your worth. And of course you always want to have documents in place, to prove what you're about. But no, just be the real deal, right? And with humble pride, I think I can say that I am the real deal, right? I stick to my word. You know what I mean? If I say I'm going to do something, I do it, right? And so, if anything, that's how you should approach your lives as well. If you're going to say you're going to do something, don't be a floozy, all right? You get after it, and you do what you say you're going to do. Because again, this harkens back to a lot of my job experiences in the civilian world. Is we have, particularly in my last job here at Byram Healthcare, is everyone just flews you out. And they don't want to give any freaking word either if they're going to be gone or whatever. So anyways, I'm going to get off my pedestal, so to speak. I'm not trying to be, this is meant to be, food for thought, all right? So in the meantime, me and Eagly, my little pet eagle there, are going to let you go. So hopefully this message spoke to you in some way or some manner. And if anything, go forth, do great things. God be with you. Peace be with you. And Semper Fi and Roger out. Hooah!